What's up, YouTube? Mike from Mass here, Mass Aquariums, Monday night, and I'm doing some Monday night maintenance. I always do my fish tank maintenance on Monday night. I try to get it all done in one night. I pick Monday because it's after the weekend. Monday night, Monday you have at work, what do you want to do? Come home, spend some time with the family, then do fish tank maintenance. So usually my schedule's on Monday nights. I have a few less tanks now, so I just thought I would give you a couple tips on how to do water changes in a small nano saltwater reef aquarium. Now, not so much how to do a water change. How do you do a water change? You take water out, you put water in. But there's a few tips that I want to give everybody out there that's starting up small nano saltwater aquariums that I've learned over the past 15 months that have really helped me improve the quality of my tank, made the maintenance easier, and just, overall had a better experience with keeping a saltwater nano tank. So, number one, let's start fresh with, as this had a whole bunch of water in it. What I'm going to do is I take, just like anybody has, a little glass scraper with a felt pad on this. Now I know you see I have my little mag float here, but I like to do this first, and that gets anything off the glass and it gets it floating in the water column. You don't want to do this after you do your water change and then mess up everything even more. You want to get it before you start sucking up everything. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to scrape the glass everywhere, back, front, left sides, up, down, with this nice little Kent Marine. It's got the felt on it. I love this. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a 60cc syringe. This is a big syringe. You can get them at Walgreens, wherever, CVS, whatever. And what I do is I like to suck up a ton of water, and I like to blast. I like to blast all the rock. It gets a ton of crap off the rock that you don't even see that settles down in there. Tons and tons and tons of stuff. I'm talking suck up a bunch of water, just blast this side, suck some more water up, blast this side, blast everywhere all over your rocks. It's going to get a ton of detritus, debris, sand. It's going to get tons of stuff that's just sitting there that you don't even see all into the water column. Next, after that's done, I'm going to do my water change. Right now I take out about 50% of this 10 gallon. Now, bigger tanks, you don't have to take out as much, but in a small tank, I like to literally get as much nitrates out as I possibly can. I gravel back the substrate big time. Every little spot of this whole tank, I gravel out the substrate. And you would be surprised, even doing it once a week, how much stuff comes out of there. And I'm going to get all that out. And now, once my water is right where it is, where I'm about to refill the tank, I pull my hang on the back filter off, and I rinse all the sponges in my tank water that I just took out. I take my ChemiPure out of the filter. I don't rinse that off. And I clean the whole filter, like real quick. I'm not talking taking up to your sink, rinse all that out, blah, blah, blah. I take the tank water, and I use one of these, a tiny pipe cleaner. I get into all the little crevices. I take the impeller out. I clean that off with a paper towel. Now, I have big tanks. I have bigger saltwater tanks. I have smaller planted tanks. I have bigger planted tanks. I have canister filters. I have the works. You can get away with a ton not cleaning all your filters, but with a tank this size, especially a saltwater, it just helps you tremendously just to literally take that hang on the back off, take everything out, rinse it out in your tank water, wipe it off with a paper towel, put it back on, put everything back in, literally less than 5 minutes, done. And that helps all your nitrate and all that crap build up that can cause big problems in a small saltwater tank. Now, I'm not telling you this because I've watched 15 million videos and that's what they say. I'm telling you this is because I've learned this is how I've taken care of my tank through trial and error, through triumph, through complete disaster. And I'm telling you, this is how this tank is working. And if you want a similar small saltwater tank, You guys can do it, no problem. Do not be afraid. Do not be intimidated by the saltwater hobby. Reef tanks, soft corals, zoas, mushrooms. You guys can do it. You can get a small saltwater tank, and I'm going to give you step by step on how to take care of it. I just told you how I do my water changes and how this is kept that way. Now, when I'm going to fill this back up with water, simple. I have all the water in a bucket that I've pre-made a week ago. It just has a heater in it, and it's heating up to 79 degrees, just like your tank. The only difference between fresh and salt is you have to heat up your salt water. It doesn't come from a tap. And I'm going to fill it back up, hit the button, fire it up, good to go. All done. And, in case you're wondering, I don't use a pump for this tank because it's so small. I use this little cup. Grip, dump the water in, good to go. Alright folks, this is Mike from Mass. Few tips on how to do a water change on a 10-gallon nano reef tank. I hope you enjoyed this information. You guys can do it. All you guys out there that are a little bit intimidated by saltwater, do not be intimidated. Ask everybody that has it. You guys can do it. And you can start off with a small tank if you want. You can start off with a big tank if you want. Whatever you're going to be into, trust me, you can do it. I know you can do it, and I'm here to help you in any way you need to. Ask me questions, whatever you want. And go get yourself a My Aquarium box. I'm out.